And welcome to March Madness. It's the boys' state high school basketball tournament here in the beautiful capital city of Texas, Austin. This is the Frank Erwin Center. We will crown 6 state champions today on the boys' side, beginning with Class 1A Division I, with the 38-1 Mumford Mustangs, led by head coach Chris Sodek, will battle the 28-2 Munster Hornets, led by head coach Lynn Cook. As the crowd is starting to file in here, again, 6 state champions will be crowned today. I saw Shaquille O'Neal earlier. Of course, Cole High School is going to be honored at the halftime break, so get a chance to maybe talk with Shaquille O'Neal a little bit later on. A lot of good guests coming up for you later on today, but let's get you set for this early matchup as a 1A Division I battle. And looking at the highlights of these games, Munster got off to a good start, defeating Grapeland in a very tight game, 65-64. They were led by Lyndon Cook, who had 20 points, and get this, 26 rebounds. Also, Cole Waterscheid had 18 points, and Trevor Cheney had 14.
Quality teams, quality coaches, quality players. Mumford is Mumford. Coach Sodek does such a great job with those kids, and they're very, very good at what they do.
All right, and that is the thoughts of Lynn Cook. Now, Mumford, on the other hand, they defeated Smyer 59-48. They had a really big fourth quarter, outscoring Smiter 25-11. They were led by LaKendrick Heisen, who had 25 points, and Dion Mack, who had 15. Mumford won. Let's hear from their head coach as well.
I'm spoiled, okay, because I've got a really good team and a team that plays well and wins and wants to win. I just wasn't happy with our first half performance. Fortunate to win this game by playing 2 pretty good quarters, specifically a good fourth quarter. I'm happy that we came back and won the game, but we're going to have to be better than that on Saturday. You know what's going to happen.
We feel that we had an advantage because experience is key, and once you go through something, you know what to expect. You know how to fight through it. You know how to just suck it up and get it done.
And that's Dion Mack right there, and Chris Sodek saying it well. They need to play a complete 4 quarters. All right, let's meet the rest of our broadcast duo. Let's send it over to Joe Taylor, who's got more on the call of the game. Joe, take it away.
Thank you very much, Jeff Power. Again, I'm Joe Taylor alongside Neil Raphael. We're courtside with you. Championship Saturday. Like Jeff mentioned, 6 schools will get crowned state champions today, and we start early on Fox Sports Southwest. One thing to note here about this first game between Munster and Mumford. M&M battle, yes, but for Munster, it is all down low. Size will win today.
Yeah, Lyndon Cook, as Jeff mentioned earlier, 20 points, 26 rebounds, along with Cole Scheid. He'll be incredible down low as well. So the big bodies of Munster.
We take a look at with some of the starting lineups here. First for the visiting Mumford Mustangs, 38-1. Their head coach Chris Sodek. They beat Smyer 59-48, shot 37% from the field. They'll start with LaKendrick Heisen, Seth Smitherman, Braxton Haynes, along with Dion Mack and Aubrey King. For the Munster Hornets, coached by Lynn Cook, they defeated 65-54, win over Grapeland. They'll line up like this: Cole Waterscheid, 6'6", senior forward; Lyndon Cook, Trevor Cheney, Chance Hare, and Logan Cook. Of course, Lyndon and Logan brothers. They play for their father. Their father in their first year with the Munster Hornets. Again, just northeast of the DFW Metroplex, averaging just over 61.5 points a game. We are underway here on Championship Saturday. And it'll be Munster controlling it here, as the Hornets will have first dibs with the basketball, but a nice denial there inside for Aubrey King. But Aubrey King stepped on the baseline. So he had the turnover, denied the interior pass, Neil, but he turned it right back over by stepping on the baseline.
Yeah, he did. He did a nice job of anticipating, but unfortunately he got to that baseline with his left foot.
Good interior pass there coming from Trevor Cheney, but it gets poked out of bounds. Last touched here by Munster, so it will be Mumford basketball. The Mustangs move right to left. They're dressed in the purple with the black numerals trimmed in white. White uniforms for Munster. They are trimmed in red.
Man-to-man defense for Munster.
Starting off, Aubrey King, ice cold. He was 0 from the field from three-point land, also 0 for 7 until he hit 1 in the fourth quarter. Part of that 25-11 fourth quarter run for Mumford that secured the game and the win over Smyer. Shot is up, and that one is good, and we are on the board. Nice job there by Logan Cook. Coming back the other way, here's Dion Mack. Mack trying to deliver the ball down low. And the ball poked out of bounds. It will remain here. Haynes will come in to inbound. Logan Cook averaging just over 7 points a game. And against Grapeland, 6 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. A little fadeaway for LaKendrick Hyson. That one doesn't go.
Be interesting today to see if Mumford can get in the lane, get in the paint, and wreak havoc with the big bodies of Munster.
And Trevor Chaney, he's one of those guys as he takes the 4-0 lead for Munster. Trevor Chaney, a whale of a game actually in the playoffs, averaging just over 9.5 points a game, 5 rebounds a game. He had 14 points and 7 boards. The foul has been called. Looks like LaKendrick Hyson will head to the line, and we get our first look at LaKendrick Hyson. Just a whale of a game as his team defeated Smyer. How about 8 of 19 shooting, 25 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 2 steals. Not much more you can do in a victory there as he played very, very well, and he finishes for the 3-point play. So a nicely orchestrated attack of the basket. He got the foul and the free throw. 4-3 is Mumford finally on the board. Logan Cook thought about a three-pointer, now working it inside his Hare. Hare trying to turn down low. Baseline pass over towards Chaney. A rebound here from Lyndon Cook, trying to put it up, and Lyndon gets it to fall.
Yeah, second chance opportunities are going to be big for Munster. Can Mumford keep Munster off the boards?
Here's LaKendrick Hyson up to Aubrey King, who shoots a three-pointer, and that one just rattles out. Rebound, Lyndon Cook.
Aubrey King's third from downtown here in the first couple of minutes, yet to find pay dirt.
6-3 here. And loose ball now, fought for. This is going to be a jump ball. The possession arrow is going to belong to Mumford. So a good job tying it up inside as Seth Smitherman. Smitherman, no points scored in from the field, had 2 free throws in the win over Smyer.
Yeah, King with the distance on the three-pointer, just needs a little more air under it, just a little more elevation.
Here's Hyson at the high wing here on the right side. Now the give and go over to Aubrey King, who steps inside the three-point line. Now he has it. Starting to feel it. That one from 18 feet away.
Yeah, got that elbow underneath the ball. A little more air there. Nailed it for King.
And over towards Logan Cook, now handling it is Hare. Hare is going to try to get it inside to Walterscheid. Good pass from Walterscheid, and finishing on the other end is Lyndon Cook. That's the two-man game down low for Munster. Now Deion Mack, who was 1 of 2 from the three-point line on Thursday morning, he comes up empty. And now Logan Cook bringing it up, passes to his brother across the timeline.
Interesting to see if Mumford's going to continue to settle for the three-point shots or try to get some penetration and create some havoc.
It is all buckets in the paint right now as Lyndon goes up strong, but a foul is going to be called, and it looks like it's going to be on, actually, Lyndon Cook, and it will be his first personal foul. Get a good look at the replay here. Good dish here from Logan to Lyndon. Put it up and just went right over the back of Aubrey King. So LaKendrick Hyson looking to penetrate, but now he elevates, and that shot doesn't roll, but a good rebound here offensively. Putting it up is Aubrey King. That shot with the left hand no good, and a foul's been called.
Yeah, second chance opportunities are going to be crucial for Mumford. Already 8 shot attempts here in the early going for Mumford.
And that foul's going to be called on LaKendrick Hyson. LaKendrick Hyson picks up his first personal foul. That's the team's first foul. 4.5 minutes, 4:34 to be specific, remaining here in the first quarter. And it's been a back and forth battle, but Munster has yet to surrender the lead to Mumford. Interior pass, good open shot here coming, and that one just off the mark here for Chaney. Now Braxton into the open court, 1-on-2, and it will be a block. No, it's an offensive foul. Nice job there getting his feet set was Chance Hare, and Hare putting his feet, sticking it into the ground, and letting Haynes run right into him.
Yeah, he was there early, was Hare. Nice job defensively.
8-5 lead here. Good open shot for Chaney last time down the floor, but now Logan Cook will try to set it up here.
Yeah, looking for the high-low action for Munster. And what they'll do is they'll go into the high post, then they'll kick it out.
Good three-point opportunity here, battling for the rebound. Lyndon Cook comes away with it. Shot is up, no good. LaKendrick Hyson with the board. And it's going to be a jump ball. How about that? Hyson actually lost his footing, and Lyndon Cook puts his hands on the basketball to force the jump ball, and the possession arrow will stay with Munster. And that will do it here as we head it to the break. When we come back, Munster with a 3-point advantage right here on Fox Sports Southwest. Today's 1A division title brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Enjoy all the best savings on America's best-selling brand. Ford is the best in Texas. And by DQ, for the best tasting treats, eats, and drinks in Texas. DQ just tastes better. And this UIL Championship broadcast brought to you by State Farm. Visit texas.statefarm.com to get to a better state. Joe Taylor, Neil Raphael, we are back after the official timeout. A shot by Lyndon Cook, no good. And here comes LaKendrick Hyson. Hyson to the corner and Dion Mack. Mack trying to dribble his way off a Smitherman screen, doesn't have it. Now Aubrey King. King at the top, trying to dribble his way. Hyson picks up the loose ball. Hyson trying to elevate, puts the shot up with the right hand, doesn't go. Lyndon Cook pulls it down. Mismatch all the way around, player for player. Munster with the height advantage. Haynes trying to block a 6'5" swingman in the freshman Logan Cook. Now here's a three-point shot by Hare, and Hare rips the nylons. Chance Hare only averaging 3 points a game during the season. 2 points against Grapeland with a steal. That time he rips a three-point shot, and here's Logan Cook with a 2-on-1. And here's Trevor Chaney to finish.
5-0 run for Munster.
And now that's going to force a Chris Sodik timeout. We will keep it here. 2:55 to play. We get a good look at the replay. And just a nice little easy transition bucket there from Cook to Chaney. And the Munster Hornets stinging their way to a first quarter lead.
All precipitated by the defense of Munster. Did a nice job of anticipating, getting in the passing lane, finishing at the rim on the other end.
I like the strategy with LaKendrick Hyson. Referees actually letting them play a little bit. And we get a good look at our referees for this first championship game of Championship Saturday on Fox Sports Southwest. Eddie Hopkins along with Michael Barnes and Cody Kirkendall. They're calling the action here courtside. We get a look at Mumford. The fan base here not necessarily thrilled with that 5-0 run. And, of course, our starting lineups and our officials brought to you by Ford.
And a great start for Munster, winning the battle in the paint 10-2.
Where they're going to dominate and feast on the boards with the size advantage. Obviously, the Hornets doing that early on here in the first quarter and buying their way to a first ever state title for the Hornets. Mumford's got to use their speed, but I do like the early strategy here. LaKendrick Hyson has been going into the lane, trying to force those fouls, trying to get their bigs in trouble. Braxton Haynes over to the right wing. That frees up Dion Mack, now over to King. Aubrey inside. Now LaKendrick Hyson faces the double team. Here's Mack for three. That one, just rattles out, and Lyndon Cook pulls down the board.
I like the approach as well, going inside, creating the shots, and kicking it out for the three-point attempt.
There's a steal on the other end, a turnover here. Mumford's LaKendrick Hyson gets it over to Aubrey King. The southpaw trying to connect, can't do it. Starting exactly like he did in the first half of the semifinal against Spire, just ice cold from beyond the arc. Lyndon over to Logan Cook. Now Hare, who has a three-pointer for his efforts here in the early goings of the first quarter. 13-5 lead, largest lead of the morning. Trying to initiate a steal there was Dion Mack. Little fadeaway jumper, but a second chance point there for Trevor Chaney.
Yeah, nice job on the boards that time on the offensive glass by Munster.
Dion Mack turns the ball over as he just tried to bounce pass over to Braxton Haynes, and Haynes wasn't aware of it.
That was Walter Scheid on the putback for Munster.
Nice little open look here to Walter Scheid. That one rejected by Hyson. Hyson comes up with the loose ball, reaching in and trying to poke it away, but unsuccessful is Logan Cook. That one, the runner with the right hand, no good. Smitherman with the rebound. How about that? Smitherman operating amongst the trees down low. Another putback point here for Mumford, and a big one at that. 15-7. Over to the right side. Now Logan Cook trying to set it up over to Hare. Hare had an open look, decided to against it. Elevating in the lane here is Logan Cook. That one no good. Rebound fought for, and a loose ball on the attempt down low. Now Hyson trying to get a hold of the basketball. Can't do it. Chaney remains in control, but he falls down.
And that's one thing, Joe. You never save the ball under your opponent's basket. And fortunately for Mumford that time, it didn't cost them.
And for Cheney, just slipping a little bit on the floor, creates the traveling violation and a shot here for Munster, down 8.
We'll see if Mumford can get some penetration here and get some better looks outside, go inside out.
Mumford with Heisen. Heisen elevating and one. The second time the bucket will count. How about that going to his left hand as he dribbles through traffic and scores?
Nice job slicing and dicing, as we'll see Heisen, and finishes with his left hand off the glass.
Heisen thus far. Now 3 of 7 from the field is Heisen. He is 1 of 1 from the line.
Heisen went to the line 15 times in the state semifinals, executed on 9 of those 15 attempts.
Blake Hefner checking into the ball game. The point after the foul and the good bucket is no good, so it's 15-9 here, and LaKendrick Heisen officially 2 of 6, not 3 of 7 like I mentioned earlier, 2 of 6 from the field. Hare over to the left side, now over to the wing to Hefner. Blake trying to look across court, finds Hare. Inside 30 seconds, nice lob pass down low, and Lyndon Cook is there to finish it up. Nice touch pass there.
Nice high-low action by Munster.
Over to the right wing, now Heisen's gonna play for the last shot here in the final 20 seconds. Here's over Aubrey King trying to drive baseline, gets caught up defensively, now back up top to Haynes. LaKendrick Heisen over to King, who's trying to get hot from three-point land. That one rattles out. Hefner with the rebound, cleared by Walter Scheid, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Not bad, but if you're Mumford and Chris Sodick, you know you can play better. But Munster, up to their old tricks down low, using that high-low game to perfection. The Hornets lead Mumford 17-9 after 1 quarter of play. You're watching Championship Saturday on Fox Sports Southwest. We welcome you back to the Austin home of the 2014 state tournament, Austin, Texas, and the Frank Irwin Center. As Munster leading Mumford in the 1A Division I title game here. Joe Taylor alongside Neil Raphael, elevating as LaKendrick Heisen. And Heisen getting hot from the field. He's now 3 of 7. He has 7 points as he elevates from the outside. Good soft jumper there by Heisen.
Nice job of Heisen getting inside.
Here's
the interior
Dion Mack on the
defense of
steals.
Munster.
And Dion Mack will finish in transition with the left hand. Mack had 15 points, including 1 and 2 from beyond the arc, and a clutch 3 in the 4th quarter of the win against Smyer. Now, Walter Scheid answering, and he's on the board from point-blank range on the left block.
Now the intensity is picking up, a little transition basketball.
6-point lead now, and a whistle under the basket here.
I like the move by King. He's struggling from the outside. He decides to take it baseline to the rim.
Foul's been called on Logan Cook. Just a reach-in foul there on Aubrey King. Smitherman gets the inbound out to Mack over to the right side. And Justin Shannon is checked into the ball game.
There we go, King from downtown. Aubrey King.
Finally hitting. And you get the idea that Chris Sodick says, you know what, Aubrey, I don't care. You've played so well all season. Just shoot when you get the open shot. Here's another turnover. Dion Mack in transition. Over to Heisen. Heisen with the 2-on-2. Flying towards the basket, and he scores off the glass.
5-0 run now for Mumford, and that is their game. If they can get Munster into transition basketball, Mumford will be in good shape.
Hare over on the left wing, and the Mumford crowd comes alive with that 5-0 surge. They've got the lead down to 1. Over to the right side here to Hefner. Bounce pass down low to Walter Scheid. Turnaround jumper is good.
Back-to-back baskets for Walter Scheid.
Dion Mack across the timeline with the left-hand dribble. Now trying to take the double team down to the baseline, but can't do it. Aubrey King at the top, working around a Smitherman screen. Can't do it. Here's Smitherman at the high post. Over to the right side to Shannon. Shannon now trying to set a screen. Is Justin Shannon averaging just over 4 points a ball game, and did not get a chance to get into the ball game very much against Smyer, but in now as part of this second quarter run here for Mumford. 21-18, the lead is 3. Over to the right side, and Hefner getting an open look. That one no good off the front iron. The long rebound, Karams over to Mack. Dion Mack with the right hand, a bounce pass over to the left side. Aubrey King for three, and that one no good. Long rebound controlled by Mack, so Mumford will get a second shot.
Yeah, King's got to be in a little better rhythm. There we go.
Wide open shot here for three. Still can't knock it down.
No, at least it went inside out that time. I think it's a better look, a better fit for King.
Hefner lobs it down. Nice job there by Walterscheid. 3 straight possessions, 3 straight points for Walterscheid, all down low, and a good job using those long arms to get that pass back in his control. And a good look inside by Hefner. Aubrey King trying to make his way around Cook, can't do it. Here's a 3-point shot for Dion Mack. That one no good. Lyndon Cook clears the rebound. And for Lyndon Cook, that is his 9th rebound.
Lyndon Cook with 26 rebounds in the semifinals.
Elevating here is Hefner with the runner just outside the lane, and that is good for Blake Hefner as he is on the board.
A little too easy. Mumford's got to tighten up their zone defense.
Back up now to a 7-point advantage. It's been down as low as 1. Jump ball, and the possession arrow will stay with Mumford. Trevor Chaney checking back into the ball game. Chance Hare will take a seat along with Braxton Haynes. He's back into the ball game for Mumford. Munster in the white jersey tops, Mumford in the purple jersey tops. If you're watching at home statewide across Fox Sports Southwest, Joe Taylor alongside Neil Raphael. We'll get a good look at first-year head coach of the Munster Hornets, Lynn Cook. Got a special relationship there, obviously, and a special time when you get a chance to coach your kids, but he's got both of his sons on this ball club.
Both children, an integral part of the Mumford basketball team.
Nice up and under move there for Lyndon Cook. He can't get it. LaKendrick Heisen pulls down the rebound, trying to go coast to coast on the 2-on-2 break. LaKendrick Heisen to the basket.
Nice hesitation by Heisen and attack the glass.
Nice job there for Heisen. He is now 4 of 9, and Heisen has 9 points.
Does a nice job of hesitating and then exploding to the basket, does Heisen.
Under the high wing here in the 2-3 zone that we've seen before. The ball comes loose. Now it's a fast break opportunity for Braxton Haynes, and Haynes connects with the right hand. Shortest man on the floor, but he converts on the steal and the putback as he has the bucket in transition, does Braxton Haynes. Over the left wing to Hefner. Now back out to Logan Cook to the right wing here to Chaney. Now Logan's going to try a 3-pointer from the top of the arc. That one rattles out, and a rebound here, and a nice job by LaKendrick Heisen. Getting that ball with one hand, could not control it, and he rifles it off of Hefner, and it's out of bounds on Munster, and it will be Mumford basketball. 3:25 to play here in the first half, and Mumford roaring back. A 3-point lead here for Munster in the 1A Division I title game on Fox Sports Southwest. Welcome back to the Frank Irwin Center here live in Austin, Texas. The 1A Division I title game continues here, but stay tuned for the Ford Halftime Show with Jeff Power. First half stats, highlights, and analysis. Sam Tipton joins Jeff as part of the interview in our Ford Halftime Show coming up in 3 minutes and 24 seconds as the clock moves here in the first half of the 1A Division I title game between Munster and Mumford. The Hornets of Munster with a 3-point edge here. Now Aubrey King steps inside the 3-point line in the corner. Doesn't have the shot. King teed up nicely there. Over to the left side to Dion Mack. Mack trying to spin his way around, loses a shoe, and Mack's gonna have to try here to get out of this jam without a shoe. And he gets it over to Heisen. LaKendrick Heisen elevates from 18 feet. That one is no good. Rebound pulled down. Mack puts back on his shoe, picks up the defender out of the backcourt. Over to the left side here to Linden. Over to Blake Hefner. Hefner over to Cook. And a whistle down low here. This one's going to be against Aubrey King.
And Munster tried to isolate Lyndon Cook down the low block, and King picked up the foul. But Mumford's got to stop the interior passing of Munster. They're effective when they get the ball down that low.
Third Mustang foul. Mumford comes away with the miss and the long rebound. 3-point shot here. A little out of control as Aubrey King doesn't have it, but the rebound Karams over to Mack. Mack from 18 feet. Mack swishes the nylon.
Second chance opportunities for Mumford have paid big dividends this morning.
Now 2 of 5 from the field is Dion Mack. He has 4. And Chris Sodak doesn't like the call there. That's going to be a foul against Mumford. He thought it was a clean reach in, but nonetheless, it will belong to Munster.
Only the 14th foul on Mumford.
Braxton Haynes picks up his second personal foul as he almost stole the ball away there. 14th foul for Mumford, so well away from bonus. Now Hefner trying to work inside to Lyndon Cook, can't do it. Flashes to the high post to Walter Scheid. Now Hefner trying to create some space with a three-point shot. Walter Scheid with the putback and 1.
Yeah, offensive glass that time for Munster and Walter Scheid.
And Walter Scheid's had a whale of a second quarter here quietly, of course. And for Walter Scheid, he is 3 of 6. And it looks like they're going to update it here. He is 4 of 7, actually. 8 points now, trying for 9 on the point after the score with the foul. 15th foul for Mumford. Shot is up, and it is good, completing the three-point play. Munster with a 4-point advantage inside 2 minutes to play in the first half. 28-24 as Heisen brings it across the timeline here on the left side. And Heisen elevating, going off the glass. That one no good. Rebound Smitherman along with Cook fighting for it. And the ball's going to go off Munster, and it will belong to Mumford.
It will. 50-50 ball. Great hustle by both teams that time. Mumford able to come up with it. And there we see it. 50-50 ball. Wow.
And you can see Smitherman kind of calling for
Yeah.
it. Aubrey King elevating again from three-point land. This time he buries it.
Finally gets on track.
And for
Goes
Aubrey
Aubrey
King,
King.
that's 2 of 8 from beyond the arc. 3 of 12, and here's a steal by Heisen. Heisen doesn't have the numbers, but elevates from the free throw line. That one no good. Rebound controlled by Hefner. Full court press, and the ball is loose. And it's going to be last touched by Munster. It will be Mumford ball. So Mumford now with a 1-point deficit. A bucket here, and they take the lead. The first time they'd be able to do that here in the first half.
And Joe, 10 turnovers by Munster. As the pace picks up, Munster's really struggled taking care of the basketball.
Aubrey King will inbound to Dion Mack. Justin Shannon back into the ball game. Aubrey King trying to get hot. That one no good. The southpaw misses yet again from beyond the arc. 28-27, a little quick shot there in my opinion for Mumford. Didn't get a chance to really rotate their offense. And here's a Trevor Chaney three-pointer that's well off the mark. But Lyndon Cook with the rebound and the putback. Are they going to count the foul? Looks like they're going to visit about it. Will they count the bucket?
Looked like
the foul could have been on the floor.
Yeah, looked like the foul occurred before the shot attempt. We'll get another look here.
Yeah.
Great anticipation on the offside.
Yeah, they're going to.
Yeah.
From our vantage point, that looks like a foul on Aubrey King on the floor.
Right.
And they're going to visit about it. Shouldn't the basket, in my opinion, shouldn't count. That ball, that whistle came well before the shot.
We're not going with continuation. We're not going with the NBA, right?
No, not at all. It is a foul, and it will be on the floor. So good call. Everybody got it right. Nicely done by the officials there. Eddie Hopkins, Michael Barnes, and Cody Kirkendall. They got together on the deal and managed to wade through what both of them saw. He's going to go down and explain it. And a nice move here by Barnes, going over and explaining it to the head coach of Munster, Lynn Cook. And you can see him, they're going through the explanation right now. Just so everybody's on the same page, and a nice job here in the title game. You really want everything explained, that's for sure. And that's exactly what happened there. Great job by the officiating crew here. Inside a minute to play. A launch pass, and Mack's going to come up with the steal. Mack, one-on-one transition. Mack trying to finish with the left hand, can't do it. Ball is loose, and it'll be last touched. It'll be last touched by whom? And it will go to Mumford.
And Mack had this drive here. Coming a little too fast. Probably should have jump stopped there, allowed the defender to fly by and finish.
There's another 50-50 play there that could go either way, either off Shannon for Mumford or off Chaney, but they give it to Mumford, stepping in from 19 feet away. That one is good for Aubrey King, and that gets a fist pump from the forward.
King now with 10 points, two from downtown.
Just like that, Mumford takes a 1-point lead. Checking into the ball game is Ryan Hefner. Ryan Hefner into the ball game. The 6-foot junior guard, and of course the brother of Blake Hefner. Over to the left wing. Now Cook with 24 seconds. Logan driving, caught between 3 defenders, puts up a shot. It's no good. Heisen has to actually go over Cook. Picked up by Walter Scheid in the full court press. Bounce pass to Smitherman. Reverse layup is there!
And another fist pump by Smitherin. Wow.
And
great energy now by Mumford.
A turnover by Chance Hare in the final 5.6 seconds of the half. Mumford with a 3-point advantage, and the tide is turned here in the title game. Mack working for the last shot. He has 3 seconds, and he gives it up to Logan Cook, who shoots a long-range 3-pointer just inside the timeline. But Mumford storms its way back in the second quarter. After being down by as many as 8 points, they have a 3-point advantage at the half. This is Fox Sports Southwest.
And welcome to your Ford halftime show, Class 1A Division I action for you. Mumford leading Munster 31-28 here at the Irwin Center. I'm Jeff Power, joined by Sam Tipton right now. Sam, of course, with the Texas Girls Coaches Association. He's the executive director, been there since 2001. And this was, I guess, basketball only some 60 years ago, and now all the sports are involved, huh?
Most definitely. Started out as a basketball organization, brought volleyball in, brought track and cross country in, then added softball, soccer, golf. You play it, we cover it.
Sam and I were just talking because Shaquille O'Neal is going to be stepping onto the floor here pretty soon, so we'll kind of see what goes on there as Cole High School will be honored for their 89 state championship. But, Sam, let's talk a little bit about the state tournament. I mean, good crowds out here this week. Traffic's kind of been a bit of a topic, and some of I know you guys had a meeting here a couple days ago just to discuss the future of the tournament, whether or not the dates should change or keep everything the same. What's your thoughts?
We've got some major problems with the tournament as it is. Number one thing, this building's not going to be here 6-7 years from now. This is going to be where the teaching hospital's at, where the nursing center's at. So as a result, there's going to be a new venue to play in. Of course, at one time we played no Gregory Gym. My goodness, I can remember that. I had the privilege of getting to play at Gregory Gym my junior and senior year. And it was such a big thrill to come to the Irwin Center in 1979. It's going to be a big thrill to go wherever we're going to go next. But the coaches are being talked to. The superintendents are looking at it. And I feel very comfortable the UIL will make the right decision for the game. For the game. We've got tradition in Austin. We've been here 100 years. Boy, I don't want to be the one that says, we're leaving Austin, Texas. But really 2 options. We either have to move it to another venue or we're going to have to adjust dates to get off of South by Southwest. We just can't afford the hotel rooms. It's hurting our crowds.
Right.
The traffic, like you said, yesterday, the I-35 was a parking lot when they opened South by Southwest.
Sure. Well, and, speaking of, we do have a big game coming up here at 10 o'clock. Class 3A action for you. Yates is going to be battling Madison. And, Madison looked pretty good, Sam, in their game. Roderick Johnson, very impressive team, as Jonathan Turner had 23 points. Where's number 1 right there? And also Admon Gilder, 29 points, had 19 by halftime as Madison won that game over San Antonio Sam Houston 77-62. And the team they're playing, Yates, loaded as well. Yates kind of a mainstay here at the state tournament. Been here 5 out of the last 6 years. A team that we often see here in the state championship game. They are loaded as well. Greg Wise knows that he's got a good team, but he feels like this is their year. They had a big game from Damian Lewis with 20 points and J.C. Washington with 19 against Kennedale. Here's what he had to say following the game and leading into this one against Madison.
Main thing is just to do what we've been doing all year and, do it without the fouling and keep the game going up and down and then to curtail their best players and making sure that those guys are not just scoring at will and just play 32 minutes the way, we've been practicing and playing all year. But with the corrections in it.
I've been thinking about Saturday since we lost last year. Earlier when we was out there watching Dallas Madison play, I didn't want I didn't really want Sam Houston to play. I wanted to take our title back from Dallas Madison because they won it last year from us. So I just feel like we're going to get what's ours.
Everybody wants to see us and Madison play again because we're the two best teams in Texas.
Gotta love that confidence right there, Damian Lewis, J.C. Washington. And, yeah, they are confident. This is a rematch of last year's state championship game. Give me your thoughts about that
Oh,
one.
my goodness. After watching them in the semis, both teams look so good. Yates, I talked to their athletic director, and she said that as the playoffs started, Yates got playoff ready, and you could see that in their eyes. I don't think there's going to be any love lost here in a minute when those two teams take the floor.
Yeah, and these two teams, I mean, think about it, a lot of times we do have the matchups with the Dallas area schools versus the Houston area schools, and, usually Kimball here all the time, and, you think of teams like Willow Ridge in the past and Wheatley. Everyone's kind of used to that I-45 rivalry.
Oh, it's a great, great rivalry and two great independent school districts, and they'll come together, and it's going to be fun.
All right, Sam Tipton, TGCA, do appreciate you being with us.
Thanks for the opportunity, and hope everybody's enjoying Austin the last 2 weeks.
Sounds good. Ford Halftime Show. We'll be right back.
We welcome you back to the Frank Irwin Center, part of our Ford Halftime Show. State Farm stats in the first half of the 1A Division I title. Mumford and Munster. Again, Mumford with the three-point advantage, shooting 14 of 36 from the field, 13 of 29 from Munster, 7 turnovers for Mumford to 12 for Munster. 22 points in the paint for the Hornets, just 16 for the Mustangs, 16 rebounds for Mumford, 21. So again, doing the battle down low, Munster, but second chance points, you would think it'd be a little bit higher for Munster, but that's the story of the game thus far. Joe Taylor alongside Neil Raphael back courtside with you here, 12 second chance points. And the reason for the crowd and the reason for all of the attention, obviously, the honor teams being awarded here in the halftime of the first game of Championship Saturday. And there just happens to be Finals MVP, SEC Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, and a state champion, Shaquille O'Neal, getting honored. We can see that here. UIL officials there handing him his honor pin. His jersey was retired at Cole High School out of San Antonio. His teammates were here 25 years ago. And it's a two-way swing for Shaquille O'Neal as he is being honored. The rest of his teammates honored as well here at halftime. 25 years ago, they were state champs, 1989 team, and a pretty special moment not only for his teammates but also for, not one, the Cole High School opportunity to retire his jersey last night and the opportunity, obviously, to recognize him here in Austin today. So Shaquille O'Neal and the rest of the Cole state champs here, and, of course, for this ball game, we start talking about Mumford and the way they came back in this first half. The second quarter, they really erupted. Shot not necessarily there. Obviously, Aubrey King trying to get his game on from the outside. Unfortunately, just not able to do so. We'll see what happens in the second half, Neil.
Yeah, 21 points by the combination of Heisen and King.
We'll be right back for the second half. Fox Sports Southwest coverage of Championship Saturday continues after this. We welcome you back to Championship Saturday on Fox Sports Southwest, brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Enjoy all the best savings on America's best-selling brand. Ford is the best in Texas. And by DQ, for the best tasting treats, eats, and drinks in Texas. DQ just tastes better. And this basketball championship brought to you by State Farm. Visit texas.statefarm.com to get to a better state. Joe Taylor alongside Neil Raphael. We are set to go here for the second half. Got about 2 minutes here before we get action underway. Mumford ahead of Munster, 31-28. And really, it's not only been the play down low of Lyndon Cook and Walterscheid that has kept Munster in the ballgame. They led for the majority of the first quarter and the majority of the second quarter. Some leads changed hands mid-second quarter, but then that late 5-0 run at the end of the second quarter, Neil, Mumford taking that three-point advantage, and most of it because of turnovers.
Yeah, it was, and they were able to take full advantage. Was Mumford. Heisen just having a superb first half, 11 points, 7 rebounds. The play of Dion Mack with 4 points, and he's really done a nice job in transition. And then Aubrey King has finally found his range, hit 2 from downtown. He has 10 points. Also able to get to the rim a couple of times on the drives.
And you look at the play on the other side for Munster. Walterscheid 4 of 7, Cook 3 of 7, but the rebounding edge down low 13 rebounds for Lyndon Cook. He is well on his way. Half his total from Thursday's contest with 26. He's really done the job cleaning up, and when there has been second chance points, Lyndon Cook and Walter Scheid have been there for Munster. It's got to be the outside shooting, taking care of the basketball. We mentioned that's the key. For Mumford, keep up the pace. They were able to control the pace. They were going up tempo, keeping the pressure on Munster, and it seemed to rattle the Hornets. Let's see if they adjust here in the second half.
Yeah, it did. 12 first-half turnovers by Munster. Took them a little bit out of their half-court rhythm and forced them to speed up, and in effect, they turned the ball over a few more times than they would have liked.
We welcome you back courtside. It'll be King along with Haynes, Hyson, Smitherman, and Dion Mack. The starting five for Mumford. It'll be both Cook brothers, Logan and Lyndon, along with Bryce Hare, Trevor Chaney, and Walter Scheid, as we welcome you back to second half action here in the 1A Division I title. Over to the left wing to Aubrey. Now King trying to drive around a Hyson screen. Can't do it. The pass is Aaron. It goes loose into the corner, and it will be out of bounds. So Mumford not necessarily starting the way they want to. They get the opportunity, and you can see a little frustration there as the ball gets thrown away, and Munster will have an opportunity here. Down 3 points at the half. Quick passing over towards Hare. Hare with a bounce pass over to Logan Cook, the freshman. Kicks out to Chaney. Over to the right wing. And trying to elevate there at the free throw line is Walter Scheid, and his touch is up and good.
Yeah, great efficiency on offense that time by Munster, and nice jumper at the free throw line by Walter Scheid.
11 points now, 3 rebounds for Walter Scheid, a quiet double-digit figure for him. And for Walter Scheid, he had 18 points, 9 rebounds, and a block in Thursday's semifinal win over Grapeland. Over to left wing to Aubrey King. Now inside to Smitherman. Smitherman trying to no-look pass over towards Hyson, and the pass intercepted, and it will belong to Munster across his Hare. Hare back over towards Lyndon Cook. Lyndon getting it up to his brother. Now over to the left wing. Trying to go inside was Hare, but he doesn't have a pass into the interior. Here comes the double team now to the right wing to Chaney. Trevor with 14 points in the semifinal against Grapeland. Over to the right wing, dishing it off to Chaney with a wide open look for 3, and he almost gets a shot off there, but a good rebound and a putback for Walter Scheid doesn't go. Rebound now, Dion Mack. Mack coming around the left wing, trying to drive towards the hole. Caught between a double team, puts up the shot, and he is fouled.
Nice job by Dion Mack breaking down the defense off the bounce. Got between 2 defenders, took it to the rim, and he's at the line for 2. There we see the nice cross, and back to the left. Got between 2 defenders, goes up strong at the glass. Nice job by Mack.
First team foul there for Munster, and Mack drills the front end of 2 free throws.
I mean, we talk about Hyson with his ability to score, but I'm telling you right now, Dion Mack has been the difference in this contest. He's really stepped up his penetration, gotten in the lane, and gotten his teammates involved.
It's almost like his head coach, Chris Sodik, said, hey, look, Dion, we got to get you inside. When you have the shot, take it from the outside. But if you see any kind of crease in that defense, get to the rim, try to get these guys in foul trouble. He converts on both foul shots, does Dion Mack. Now a 3-point advantage again for Mumford. Elevating, and that shot is blocked by Hyson. But the rebound stays with Chaney. Pull-up jumper from 15 feet. That is short, and it goes out of bounds, and it will belong to Munster. So the last touch by Mumford.
I think it will be off of Dion Mack. Tried to make a great defensive effort there, and it went off his hand.
Over to the right side here. Haynes trying to reach in and take it away, but a 3-point shot coming here for Logan Cook. That shot no good. Hyson fighting for the rebound, and Mumford gets the nod. And the Mumford players actually directing the officials that time as we get a chance to see it here on the replay on the long miss. Nevertheless, it looked like perhaps it was touched by Hyson last, but Mumford getting the call. Possession arrow, though, belongs to Munster. Keep that in mind as Aubrey King elevates from 19 feet away. That one just rattling out, but Dion Mack controls the rebound.
Yeah, and just needs a little more air under that basketball, does Aubrey King.
Over to the right wing. Now Aubrey King over to Hyson with a second chance here. Hyson looking to drive, comes up but elevates, and that one swishes the nylon. Nice job there by Hyson, who has 13.
He just has the ability to create shots in a second with that quick release.
Now go to the hole hard. That one rejected by Aubrey King. Back-to-back blocks as Dion Mack goes over the bench of Munster. And right now, I think it was Ryan Hefner. And there's another player, there's another player down there, Clayton Hess.
Wonder if he's a high jumper, maybe a triple jumper, long jumper.
Tell you what, that was amazing that he was able to get out of the way and elevate over the bench. Here, speaking of elevation, here's Heisen.
Yeah.
Heisen jumping up here inside 18 feet. He elevates, he's fouled, he'll get 2 shots. Here's a good look at his penetration, and Walterscheid's going to get called for the foul here.
Yeah, he elevated over the 6'6" Cole Walterscheid did a great job there and drew 2.
5-point lead here, 35-30. Now Heisen trying to add to it. He buries the first 2 free throws. And for LaKendrick Heisen, he is now 2 of 3. Has 8 rebounds to go along with 14 points. Number 15 on its way, and that one rattles out. So 14 points here for LaKendrick. Quick pass across the timeline. Now lob pass down low, tipped up, no good. Getting his own rebound was Walterscheid, but he can't secure it. Rebound Aubrey King. Aubrey King trying to get it inside to Dion Mack. That pass broken up. Now Haynes trying to get in. As Smitherman's going to try to get in there, and Smitherman clapping for himself because looked like Hare was underneath him. No foul called, but the possession will go back over towards Mumford.
Nice backdoor look by Mumford that time, but heads up defense by Munster.
And they're not going to call a foul. It's going to be a turnover there because the ball went out of bounds, so it will belong to Mumford. Last touched by Munster. And the Mustangs inbound here. Good inbound pass by Braxton Hayes. The layup no good for Smitherman, but a nice inbound pass there.
Now, misdirection play there on the inbounds.
Logan Cook gets it over to Trevor Chaney. Now back to Logan Cook. Logan looking inside to Walterscheid, trying to face the double team there. Little 2-3 zone here for Mumford. Now over to the right side, top of the arc. Lob pass down low, and Lyndon Cook gets his shot swatted away, but the second chance point is there for Trevor Chaney.
Nice job by Chaney of anticipating that rebound, grabbing that, gathering, and putting it back in.
Now Aubrey King picks up his dribble, trying to find Haynes. Now back over towards Dion Mack. Mack trying to dribble around a Smitherman screen. And what a nice job there getting to the hoop as Dion Mack.
It all started with that crossover dribble, has the ability to break down the defense off the bounce.
Mack with 8 points, 3 of 7 from the field, but how about Smitherman? You want to talk about an unselfish player, and that would be Smitherman. Setting the screen, creating the opportunity for Dion Mack. Mumford with a 6-point edge here, 38-32, inside 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. We'll be right back to the Irwin Center on Fox Sports Southwest. We welcome you back to the Irwin Center. Here is inside 4 minutes to play, third quarter, 38-32. Mumford maintaining some distance here on the Munster Hornets, 38-32. Munster basketball as we are back live.
points in the game for Lyndon Cook, and he had a monster game in the semis. We have to find him a way to get him the basketball.
This is going to be a jump ball scenario, and it's going to stay with Mumford. Nice job there defensively as Aubrey King reaching in. And I say that it's actually going to stay with Munster. Aubrey King defensively reaching in and forcing that jump ball. Inbounded here to Lyndon Cook. Flashing it out to Blake Hefner. Hefner for three. Hit one earlier, and he comes up short here. And Justin Shannon, who's checked in the ball game, pulls down the rebound, and a foul's going to be called.
Yeah, he's got three bodies around him. At that point, you got to get the ball out, whether it's an outlet pass or take one big dribble out toward the sideline to get the outlet pass and move the ball up the floor.
I mentioned Blake Hefner actually is 0 for 3, had a long two that I thought was a three-pointer earlier in the first half. He is 2 of 5 from the field. He has 4 points. Walter Scheid, the only double-digit player here for Munster. 13 points, 5 rebounds here, 15 rebounds for Lyndon Cook. But like you said, Neil, not involved in the offense.
No.
That's deflected here off Munster, and it will remain with the Mustangs. Mumford, again, nursing that lead of 41-36.
Well, and right now there's so much attention on Walter Scheid. As we noticed, Joe, there was a triple team. Lyndon Cook has to make himself available.
And Aubrey King getting to the action here as he elevates inside the three-point line. Nicely done. Faces up the basket, squares up, and makes the shot.
Starting to find his touch is Aubrey King.
7-point advantage here for Mumford. Now Cheney dishes back out to the right wing. Shot is up for the three-pointer, not there. Long rebound controlled here by Lyndon. Lyndon has his shot swatted away by Heisen. Now Aubrey King over to the three-point land. Fires it away!
Back-to-back basket for Aubrey King.
10-point lead for Mumford, and a timeout has been called. As Mumford starting to find their role, and Chris Sodick loves it. Talking about a guy that after the ball game, his team won over Smyer. As we get a good look at the replay as Mumford
Stop
down
and pop for King.
and just fearless. Even though he's missed, had a rough first half. He had
That's what shooters do. They continue to shoot, and that's what coach is telling him. You'll find your rhythm. Maybe a matter of time. Maybe you need to go in and penetrate and build some confidence that way. But shooters do that. They continue to shoot till they find their offensive rhythm.
Well, and finishing up on that point with Chris Sodick, you won't find a coach that was more honest about his team's performance at the end of the state semifinal. He was not happy. His kids weren't happy. And they know that they got away with one. They played well in the second half, especially the fourth quarter, and he knows that it saved him to get him to this point. But they are playing very well after a shaky first quarter. Second and third quarter go by the way of the Mumford Mustangs. Inside 1:45 to play here in the third quarter. A 10-point advantage, largest lead for Mumford. Shannon will remain in the game. Now Cheney over to the left wing. Watching the ball like a hawk here. Now Cheney fires up a three-pointer. That one no good. Rebound fought for.
And the
loose
difference
ball
in
controlled
this
by
ball
Smitherman.
game, we've seen, some offensive prowess by Mumford, but I'm telling you, the defense right now of Mumford is the difference in this contest. Not allowing Munster to get quality looks.
Eisen giving it up to Aubrey King.
And they're pulling the ball out. They're forcing Munster to come out and guard in a man-to-man.
Now Cheney picking up Deion Mack. Cheney will follow him, and now it's Heisen on Lyndon. Lyndon Cook trying to stay with him here and almost poked the ball away. Now Heisen with the advantage. Heisen elevating to the rim. Heisen puts up the runner. That's no good. Rebound fought for. Trying to pull it down is Walter Scheid. Walter Scheid loses it for a moment, but the loose ball picked up here by Lyndon Cook. Now over to Logan Cook. Logan going left side. Has the three-point opportunity. Passes it up. Heisen right in his face. Entry pass denied. Now controlled by Blake Hefner down low on the baseline. Gets it back out to Logan. Logan over to the right side. Lyndon Cook for three. That one rattles out. Rebound now on the loose ball. Hefner comes away with it. Now Logan controls it here. Cook driving. And that's going to be a foul.
They're going to call that on King. It's going to be a second personal.
And not too many whistles here in the second half. That's good to see here, at least in the third quarter with 17 seconds to play.
A nice offensive efficiency that time by Munster. And we'll see the foul. King stepping in and the reach call. Nice offensive possession, keeping the ball alive as Munster, and they really need to get some easy looks here.
Trey Anderley checking into the ball game here, the 5'9" junior guard in the final few seconds here in the third quarter. And elevating is the freshman Logan Cook. And he scores for the first time here. And a long three-point opportunity that sails left for Lakendra Kyson, and that will do it for the third quarter of play. But for the Mumford Mustangs, their edge is 8. They've led by as many as 10. It's Mumford 46, Munster 38. Final 8 minutes here of the 1A Division I title game coming up after this on Fox Sports Southwest. This morning's 1A Division I title game brought to you by your Texas Ford dealers. Enjoy all the best savings on America's best-selling brand. Ford is the best in Texas. And by DQ for the best tasting treats, eats, and drinks in Texas. DQ just tastes better. And by State Farm. Visit texas.statefarm.com to get to a better state. Mumford with an 8-point advantage here and now firing away from three-point land. That one just rattling out for Aubrey King as he attempted to take a double-digit lead back to 11. But it's an 8-point advantage here. Mumford over Munster in the 1A Division I title game. A little breakfast in basketball with you this morning on Fox Sports Southwest. I'm Joe Taylor alongside Neil Raphael as we join you courtside here for game 1 of 6 title games here at the Irwin Center this morning and afternoon. Coming up the 3A title game and a rematch from 2013. We'll have the call for you here. Myself and Jim Haller will bring you the details of Houston Yates and Dallas Madison.
And one thing Munster was successful with in the first half was the high-low action. And Mumford's done a nice job of nullifying that here in the second.
Wow, and that's a call here, and they're going to converse. That's not a bad opportunity here. It looked like the ball was tipped away by Justin Shannon, and it, however, is going to be ruled the other direction as the last touch. And we get a good look at the replay. They're going to call an over and back violation, and Munster cannot believe it. Backcourt violation there. And Mumford with an extra possession here, according to the officials. It's Mack, Shannon, King, Haynes. And Shannon just checking out. And Haynes checking back in. Smitherman also on the floor as well. And a foul's been called, diving for the loose ball. And we talked about it during the break, Neil. It seems like Mumford, every time the ball gets loose, they are on it and on it in a hurry.
They are. Every 50-50 opportunity. It seems like Mumford has gotten every one. Doing a nice job of really getting after every opportunity, and that's something that Coach talked about, Coach Sodek, is the fact that they're going to have to be on their A game for a full 32 minutes today. He didn't feel like they got it done for 32 in the semis.
Hyson now as the pace slows here, nursing that 8-point lead. Dion Mack will give it up to Lakendra Hyson. Hyson making Lyndon Cook come out and guard him, and he beats him off the dribble here. And a nice pass to Smitherman. They slow it down and go back outside to Aubrey King. Yeah, Aubrey King's going to drive, and a foul's going to be called. It'll be a reach in here on Logan Cook.
They're bringing them out. They want the one-on-one isolation. They want the ability to get to the rim and force Munster to help and have easy looks at the basket. It's a great strategy, especially with an 8-point lead.
5th team foul for Mumford coming up, so we may see bonus free throws here as Dion Mack gets off the dribble here as Blake Hefner checks back into the ball game. Trying to go around a Smitherman screen, now driving to the hoop, up and under. That one no good, too strong. But again, the loose ball by Smitherman. How about that? I'm going to tell you right now,
by Mumford.
Smitherman is just an amazing force, and you don't hear his name very often, but take a look. Driving to the hole, and he's just right on Lyndon Cook's backside, and he comes up with the loose ball and the possession and the foul.
Well, you don't see it in the stats. It's all the intangibles for Smitherman.
Aubrey King with a little 14-footer. That one no good. Rebound cleared by Munster. Munster looking for a run. 46-38, Mumford with the lead. Little runner there and a lob to Walterscheid, and that one too high.
Yeah, Munster just out of sync offensively. They weren't getting the looks here in the second half they got in the first. They really just need to settle down, get their ball movement, their efficiency going offensively, and look for quality shots.
And trying to reach in and take the ball away was Lyndon Cook. Now Hyson feeding Haynes, and Haynes can't finish at the glass. Wow, what a look by Lakendra Hyson, but not so for Braxton Haynes. Inside 6 minutes to play here in the ball game. Still an 8-point advantage here for Mumford. Now to the high post, now out to three-point line, and Logan Cook trying to drill that one home, can't find it. Ball loose on the floor. This time it's Logan Cook that comes up with it. Lyndon over to Blake Hefner. Hefner for three. That one just short. And the rebound tipped out of bounds. Diving for it. And the ball is going to belong to Mumford.
Well, Munster had the numbers that time, Joe, but they settled for the three-point shot. It's okay when you're making those shots, but when you have a 3-on-1 opportunity and you're not, you need to take that ball to the rim.
Logan Cook 0 for 3 from beyond the arc, as is Blake Hefner, who is 0 for 4. And a whistle here against Munster as Mumford crosses the timeline. And it's going to be a 1-and-1 now that Munster is in the bonus. That's the 17th foul on Munster. That will put Mumford at the line for the rest of the ball game here. The final 5:24. Trevor Chaney checking back into the ball game here for Blake Hefner, and the freshman will take a seat here as Haynes eyes the first of the 1-and-1. That shot is up, and it's good.
And you were talking about Smitherman. Braxton Haynes, a point guard's another guy that really gets after it, does all the intangibles, gets his teammates involved. You won't always see it on the score sheet, but he really works hard.
1 of 2 from the line for the 63% foul shooter in the regular season is Braxton Haynes. Now, Hare's going to eye up a three-point shot. That one no good. Logan with the rebound. Logan Cook putting it back. It's not there. The tip-in, though, is for Lyndon Cook.
Nice to see Lyndon Cook get involved in other ways. He wasn't scoring earlier, but he was there with the offensive glass.
19 rebounds to go with his 8 points, but here's Dion Mack for 3, and he is fouled.
Wow,
and he's going to get 3 foul shots. Chris Sodek likes it as he gives a celebratory pat on the back to Dion Mack. We get a look at the replay.
I mean, if you're going to foul someone, you want to go ahead and bring them down if they're from beyond the arc. If not, just get your arms extended, but kind of played that one in the middle.
Dion Mack buries the first of what will be 3 foul shots for him. And for Dion Mack on the season, second on the team in scoring with 761 points, an 85% shooter from the charity stripe.
Yeah, 4 for 4 today, looking to go 5 for 5.
Takes a deep breath, puts the shot up, and rattles it home. Substitution here. This will be Ryan Hefner coming into the ball game. He will take the place of Chase Hare. Chance Hare will take a seat. So he's opted to try a couple of three-point opportunities here. He's 1 for 2. And now going a little bit bigger is Lynn Cook.
Yeah, they've got Walterscheid on the low block. I don't know why they're not getting it into him.
There's a three-point shot by Ryan Hefner. That one no good. So the Hefner brothers 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. Now here's Aubrey King for 3. This one just off the mark. Hyson trying to come around for the long rebound, and it's going to belong to Mumford. But a nice hustle effort there by Ryan Hefner as he takes out one of the UIL officials there just inside the first row. A 10-point lead here for Mumford. The Mustangs trying to nurse this 10-point lead. Munster has been there, but only 4 points in this fourth quarter. There's a steal by Lyndon Cook. 2-on-1 break here. Lyndon will take it himself, and he's fouled by LaKendrick Hyson.
And that's a good foul, even though it's his third. If you're going to foul someone, don't allow them to get the shot attempt up.
And you can see he knew that he was probably going to get fouled. He was waiting for a trailer that never came, looking for the lob inside, but it's just not there. 2 shots here for Lyndon Cook.
And if there's such a thing as a good foul, that's a good foul.
And would you believe, of all the play down low for Lyndon Cook, this is his first trip to the foul line this morning.
Done the job on the boards, 20 rebounds, his norm.
Shot is up, and second one is good. An 8-point advantage here as Lyndon connects. We will take a quick timeout here. 8-point advantage for the Mustangs of Mumford. They lead 50-42. Final 4:14 coming up from the Irwin Center on Fox Sports Southwest. Joe Taylor, Neil Raphael back courtside with you. Final 4:14 of the 1A Division I title. Mumford with an 8-point lead. The Mustangs will inbound here.
And one of these teams, Joe, will win their first state championship today.
Under Chris Sodak, the Mustangs have been here 3 times. And a good job there by LaKendrick Heisen.
It's just so much fun to watch him play basketball.
And then
what
Braxton
a treat
Haynes
for us
going
this
into the
morning.
scorer's table trying to force a turnover there.
He just makes it look so easy. He drives that baseline, he elevates at the glass, and
for LaKendrick Heisen, 6 of 16, 14 points for the young man today to go along with 9 rebounds. And you look at these guys, it's unselfish basketball all the way around. He just happens to lead the scores. And there's a steal by Heisen. Heisen on the other end. Heisen with
my goodness. There he is. He elevated and electrified this crowd.
Now full court press coming here. Almost gets another
He wants
steal.
a little bit more.
Oh, man, what a one-handed tomahawk that was. Woo! Everybody awake now on Fox Sports Southwest and inside of the Fox.
There we see the anticipation there. And
Lyndon
slams that one home. My goodness.
Lyndon Cook.
Little exclamation point, Joe Taylor.
Lyndon Cook caught for the reach-in foul there in the full court press. Heisen will go to the line. A demonstrative 17th and 18th point there, and now Heisen will go to the line. Checking out of the ball game, Trey Anderle. Back into the ball game is Ryan Hepner.
Heisen now with a double-double, 18 points, 10 rebounds.
6'4" junior back for this Mumford club next season. And the front end of the 1-and-1 is missed. Walterscheid with the rebound, and now got to get it in gear. It's a lead by 12 and the largest. They've got 3:25 to make something happen for the Munster Hornets.
I truly believe Munster needs to pound it inside to Walterscheid. If it's not there, then they need to kick it out. Then they need to rotate the ball and look for quality looks.
Inside look here, lob pass to Lyndon from his younger brother Logan. That one not there, loose ball fought for. And now Lyndon Cook will come up with it. He goes up with the shot. It's not there, but free throws coming for Lyndon Cook.
Cook 2 of 2 from the stripe today.
And the 6'6" Munster Hornet, listed officially at 6'7". He's also a junior.
Double-double today for Cook. 10 points, 20 rebounds.
And really, when you look at this ball club, the elder Cole Walterscheid at 6'6", he's the only one not coming back from this team. All the starters coming back. I would not be surprised if we saw these two teams right back in this title game a year from now. So the final 3 minutes here in the 2014 tournament, and the moment right now belonging to the Mumford Mustangs.
If I'm Mumford, I'm going to work it. If it takes 30, 45 seconds to get a quality look, it's okay.
Here's Dion Mack elevating from the lane. That shot no there.
Time is on their side.
Over to the right wing, here's Trevor Chaney for 3. That one well short, but it acts as a lob pass, and Lyndon Cook gets the shot off, and it goes. With the free throws, that's 4 points here for Lyndon Cook. It'll be a 30-second timeout taken here by Lynn Cook, and they're going to talk about it here as it went from a 12-point lead to an 8-point lead. We get a good look at the rebound by Lyndon Cook on the miss.
Yeah, great anticipation. Got off his feet. I expect full court pressure now by Munster.
That's a good job there by Lyndon, realizing that Chaney's shot was going to be short. Kind of converted it into a lob pass, and it works just fine. Opting for the three-point shot was Chaney, and that's really the guy that's kind of gone missing. He was so very much evident in the semifinal win over Grapeland. 14 points, and he was everywhere. Off second chance points, he was getting putbacks. Has a couple here today, but really that's the man that you look to off of the 3 big guys that score for Munster, with both Cook brothers and obviously Walterscheid. It's been Trevor Chaney, only 4 of 12. He's 0 for 5 from beyond the arc. 3 rebounds, only 8 points.
And here's the full court man pressure. Munster over the limit, 9 team fouls. Next foul and them will put Mumford at the line for 2.
Here's Dion Mack over to the right side.
They're just so quick. I mean, unless you're going to intentionally foul, very tough to keep up with Mumford.
This is going to be a tough one here, as the foul's going to be called on Logan Cook. And really it was the knee of Aubrey King that kind of got in the way of Logan Cook that forced the whistle. Little tricks of the trade at the top of your screen there.
First time at the stripe today. Heading to St. Edward's University, going to be a hill topper next fall.
And for Aubrey King, he hits on the first one. 91% foul shooter here, and that is something that I know that his coach at the next level will absolutely love. Drills both of them here with 2:19 to play. Gets the lead back to 10 for the Mustangs. Over to the left wing, Chaney again. His sixth three-pointer, that one no good, but a rebound's there for Lyndon Cook. Lyndon can't put it away, his second shot, but he's able to get the other one. Now puts up a wild three-pointer, and Aubrey King comes away with the rebound. And this one is going to be
player control. My goodness, they're going to call that an Aubrey King. That'll be his fourth personal foul.
Interesting call there as Trevor Chaney got his feet set, but that's one of those.
Good look here.
That's one of those that could be called more of a
saying
flop
he cleared
than
out
anything
with
else. But
they're saying he cleared out with his right elbow and forced the action.
Gives the extra possession here to Munster as Blake Hefner checks back into the ball game. Here's Haney on the left wing. Over to the right side, and now Blake Hefner with a three-point shot. That one no good. He gets the long rebound, though, as he follows his shot. Baseline now to Lyndon. Lyndon with some post moves. Shot is up, no good. Aubrey King pulls down the rebound. Full court press as, once again, Chaney hits the deck. No foul called this time. Final 90 seconds coming up, and Mumford can smell the state title.
Mumford was here last year. Lost in the Division I 1A final to AAA Academy 80-54.
Now Mumford with LaKendrick Hyson puts up the shot. He is fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Hyson 2 of 5 from the stripe.
And having called a little bit of AAA Academy basketball back over the winter holiday break, the day after Christmas on December 26th, they entered into the Westlake Holiday Classic here in Austin. AAA Academy very surprised that they are not here at the state tournament with the amount of talent they had, and it's clear how they were able to win the title a year ago. But Mumford getting their opportunity and making good of it here as Hyson misses the front end of his 2 foul shots here late in the ballgame.
Yeah, and the exciting thing for Chris Sodek, he's going to be seeing LaKendrick Hyson again. Only a 6'4" junior, so my goodness. Another opportunity.
1:15 now on the clock. Now 3-point shot coming here for Blake. Hefner can't come up with it. Hyson with the rebound. Hyson trying to go coast to coast with the left hand, trying to finish, and he is fouled. This is exactly what Chris Sodek meant by playing well the entire ball game. They got started off slow in the first quarter, picked it up immediately in the second quarter. Sodek challenging his ball club to play to their potential.
Well, and they changed the culture of the game. They got Munster running their type of game, their transition basketball, and it's paid big dividends.
First shot is up, no good for LaKendrick Hyson, who has missed his last 3 foul shots. 57-46, the 11-point lead here for Mumford. Most likely will stand for the final 65 seconds of this one. The second one is missed. Now here comes Logan Cook. Lob pass inside to Walterscheid. He squares up from the baseline, and Walterscheid rips the nylon there.
15 points for Walterscheid to go along with 9 boards.
And a foul there in full court press. Dion Mack will go to the line to shoot 2.
Munster's number 21, Logan Cook. That is his 4th personal foul. At the line from Mumford, number 5, Dion Mack.
Dion Mack, perfect 5 of 5 from the line here. Nice shooter's roll.
First one falls here.
We'll see the Mumford crowd about to explode.
Second one good. Loose ball picked up here on the near side. Now here comes the trap in the half court. Now Logan Cook trying to look inside. Doesn't have anything. Cross court to Trevor Chaney for 3. That one is good for Trevor Chaney. Finally, he gets one to fall after 6 3-point opportunities. He connects. He is now 1 of 7, and he has 11 points to go along with 3 rebounds and an assist.
Mumford was here in 2012 as well as 13. Lost in the finals of both of those years. So opportunity here in 31.3 seconds. First state championship for Mumford. They can weather this storm.
It's actually senior Aubrey King that will go to the line. King once again flashing that 91% free throw percentage as he's connected once again on his third straight foul shot. Southpaw lines it up and he misses it. Final 30 seconds here for Mumford before they hoist the trapezoid-shaped trophy and put on the gold medals. And another three-point shot, but a little too late here for Trevor Chaney. Good shot there, back-to-back threes for Trevor Chaney, and he's matched his point total from the semifinal win over Grapeland. Timeout has been called by Munster. So now it's a 6-point game with 21 seconds remaining, 60-54.
And now if you're Munster, you have to look, because you're going to have to foul immediately if you don't get a steal. You're going to have to look at Heisen, who's only 3 of 9 from the free throw line. That would be one person I would consider fouling. Haynes, 1 of 2. I wouldn't foul King, 3 of 4. I wouldn't foul Dion Mack. So that's something Coach, I'm sure, is talking about.
You can see the Mumford faithful. They were here a year ago. They know exactly how it feels
Actually,
to be on
2 years
two
in a row.
years in a row. So they know how this feels. They understand what this means, and this moment is not theirs until the final 21.5 seconds tick off this clock. Reserving their exclamation, no doubt, for the final buzzer. We welcome all of you that woke up early this morning to check this action out here from Mumford and Munster. The Hornets and the Mustangs, 21 seconds remain, and here's the inbound from Mumford. You're looking to Dion Mack, and they foul immediately, and Ryan Hafner reaching in.
And only one. It's the first of 6 state championship games today, Joe Taylor.
First of 6, and this one's been a beauty, especially in the third quarter, but that's when Mumford really turned it on. And we always talk about this in football. It's always about the first series coming out of the locker room in the third quarter that head coaches look for. Well, in basketball, it holds the same. First 5 minutes really just dictates the pace of the ball game. Mumford came out just as they left the court in the second quarter, able to come out and force the tempo, force every loose ball, and every 50-50 ball that they've had an opportunity, they've gotten the call, and they've gotten the hustle award tonight, or this morning rather, in this title game.
Well, and they've gotten their tempo. Their full court transition, penetration into the paint. Done a nice job on the offensive glass. Great team effort today by Mumford.
Dion Mack again successful at the charity stripe over to the left side. 3-point shot here in desperation, and that one is good for Lyndon Cook. Lyndon now has 17 and 25, 17 points, 25 rebounds. 1 rebound shy of his 26 rebound effort in the semifinal win over Grapeland.
Yeah, nice shot there, nice look, and then they fouled Haynes. 1 of 2 from the stripe today.
Haynes will get an opportunity here from the charity stripe. Braxton Haynes spins it up and in.
Real important shot here for Haynes. His 6-point lead would make it a 3-possession game, make it pretty tough on Munster.
The timeout has been called here by Mumford. 63-57 with 9.3 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter. Munster remains with 2 timeouts, Mumford with 2 as well. We get a good look at Chris Zodick, and you can tell the frustration after being here 2 straight years in a row in the state title game, not being able to close it out. Obviously, AAA Academy the better team a year ago, but Mumford proving that they are the team that belongs in the state final this year, and they're proving that they are state champs here at 1A Division I. Playing very, very well after a shaky start, and you can't say more about the effort from LaKendrick Heisen and Aubrey King, along with Seth Smitherman and Dion Mack and Braxton Haynes. A couple of bench players in there, Justin Shannon as well. These guys wanted it this morning. They came to play. The second one rattles home for Braxton Haynes. Over to the timeline, Blake Hefner with 7 seconds. Now, long NBA range three, that's no good. Rebound fought for, controlled by Linden. Linden Cook fade away, and that one will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mumford Mustangs are state champions. 3 straight years in the tournament, and the 3rd time's the charm for the Mustangs, as Chris Sodick and the rest of his Mumford Mustangs can hoist the trophy, cut down the nets, and put on the gold medal.
Wow, just a great team effort. Heisen with 19 points, Mack with 18 points, Aubrey King with 18 points, and just wasn't the day for Munster. You know, they got off to a really good start, and then Mumford comes out and just kind of steals their thunder and gets into transition, and Munster started struggling offensively and couldn't get the ball inside and had to end up forcing a lot of three-point shots that they don't normally take.
We'll be right back with post-game thoughts from the head coach of Chris Sodick, who's with our Jeff Power after this on Fox Sports Southwest. One game down, 5 to go, 1 champion crowned. Chris Sodick, the head coach of the Mumford Mustangs, is with our Jeff Power courtside. Jeff?
Chris Sodick joining me here, 64-57 winners, state champions.
Sounds
that
good.
sounds good, doesn't it?
Sounds good, yeah, it sounds real good. I mean, we just wanted to win the game, and thankfully, after that start, our kids showed a lot of character because we weren't hitting shots again, and then it came around. But we've got good players, and when you got players like I do, you're supposed to win. My job's easy.
You mentioned in the semifinals that y'all needed to play a full 4 quarters, and I know you got off to a bit of a slow start, but y'all really took over in the second quarter.
We came back in the second half of the first quarter, and we played good defense. Their inside guys are really big and really good, and we neutralized that, and I think we rebounded well overall. I don't know what the final tally was. We were down 5 rebounds at the half, and then I thought we did a good job. I'm proud of my kids.
33 rebounds, so a good performance right there. Give me your thoughts just in general about the way, not only the way your team played, but some of your star players.
Man, they sucked it up and knew what they had to do and got it done. I mean, most of them played the whole game. We had a big contribution from Justin Shannon off the bench, getting loose balls. But it was just a great team win all the way around.
LaKendrick Heisen, 19.
Yeah, LaKendrick Heisen is a player, and he plays his best in big stages. And he's going to be a good college player. I'm just thankful we got him for another year.
Very good. Chris Sodick, go congratulate. Go enjoy it with your teammates.
Thanks, man. We appreciate it. All right.
Mumford, state champions. Back to you, Joe.
Thank you very much. Now time for the Built Ford Tough player of the game, and you just said it. LaKendrick Heisen coming back for hopefully a repeat, but right now LaKendrick Heisen on 8 of 18 shooting, 3 of 9 from the free throw line, 11 rebounds to go with the 19 points, and of course our Built Ford Tough player of the game involved in our DQ big play of the game. A steal at half court, and here it is. The inbound pass stolen by LaKendrick Heisen, and the elevation and the one-handed jam on the other end. LaKendrick Heisen, the junior, hoisting the state tournament trophy as his Mumford Mustangs are champions of 1A Division I. We're back with you courtside here. That's our DQ big play of the game. Joe Taylor alongside Neil Raphael. We appreciate you waking up. A little breakfast and basketball. Final thoughts, Neil?
Oh, just a great team effort by Mumford today. Heisen was good, but Mack was also great. King was good. Just a great team effort, and every loose ball today, it seemed like Mumford had the opportunity to pick it up and made great opportunities on the other end.
1 championship game in the books coming up. The one that I know the Houston and Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex is waiting for. Up next, it's Madison and Yates in a rematch from 2013. We'll be back with the call right after this. And of course, we'll have more from the Irwin Center on Fox Sports Southwest on Championship Saturday. But Mumford takes home the first game. Winners today of the 1A Division I title. This is Fox Sports Southwest.